excited to be here with you today. We're talking about the 5 stages of love and why most relationships don't fail because there wasn't any love. They fail because people don't understand what stage they're actually in. Everything I'm sharing comes from my own journey, my own healing, my own relationships. Working closely with women in coaching and years of just observing family dynamics and different emotional patterns. And what I've noticed is this: almost everyone keeps repeating the same stages of love, just with a different person. So today I'm breaking down 5 stages that determine whether a relationship evolves into something divine or becomes another cycle. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Carolina. I am a feminine energy and inner work coach. My job is helping you regulate your nervous system, heal your attachment patterns and your wounds, connect with your juicy, divine feminine energy, and become the version of you who naturally just attracts love, safety, and so much expansion. So whether you're single, dating, healing, or in a relationship, this is going to change how you view love and how you see love. So let's begin. Let me tell you something no one's going to tell you about love. Most relationships don't end because there wasn't any love. They end because they didn't survive the stages of love. And if you're ever been in something that started like magic and then suddenly turned into arguments, distance, power struggles, or confusion, you didn't pick wrong. You most likely hit stage 2, where 90% of people fail. Today, I'm going to break down 5 stages of love and what a divine relationship really looks like. And if you stay until the end, I'll tell you what stage you're actually in and how to not self-sabotage something that is meant for you. So now, what a divine relationship is. When I say divine relationships, I am not saying perfect. I'm not saying you'll never argue. A divine relationship is 2 people choosing growth, choosing truth, choosing love as a practice, not as an entertainment. And because a relationship is not just chemistry, a relationship, it's character. It is emotional maturity. It is having spiritual leadership. It's nervous system safety and feeling that in your bones, in your body, everywhere. And sorry, let me mute that. And love, real love, it goes through stages. So if you're in a relationship and it feels hard right now, you're not doomed, I promise. You might literally be on the edge of a breakthrough stage. So, stage 1. What happens in stage 1? Stage 1 is the honeymoon phase. This is where chemistry is high, dopamine is high, intimacy just feels effortless, and red flags are invisible. You're bonding over similarities, not reality. It feels like, oh my God, we're literally the same person. But what you're actually experiencing is projection, fantasy, idealization, and chemistry, not the full truth. And here is something so wild about stage 1 that just blows my mind. This is a stage where suddenly your long lost ex-boyfriend texts you or girlfriend. People who have ignored you start to like your stories. Old situations come out of the shadows. Everyone just wants your attention. And you're like, where were you? Where were you when I was crying? Where were you when I needed you? And this happens for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, your energy shifts. When you're loved properly, you are glowing. Your aura gets louder, your confidence rises, your magnetism turns on, and people can sense when you're no longer waiting for them. They can sense your energy. Reason number 2, they feel lost. When someone realizes you are no longer emotionally available for them, they finally feel the consequences. And sometimes that text that they send you is not love. It's an ego reaction. It's control. it's regret. And the message here is that not everyone returning is meant to stay in your life. Some people only come back when you stop needing them. Stage 1 is beautiful and I love it, but it's also dangerous because lust can distinguish itself as destiny. So in stage 1, ask yourself, do I feel safe in my body, around them? Are they consistent when they don't get what they want? Are they emotionally mature? Do they take responsibility? Because stage 1 is not where you decide destiny. Stage 1 is where you observe the other person. So now, stage 2. Most people get stuck here in stage 2. Stage 2 is the power struggle. This is where the fantasy dies and differences start to come up. Triggers get activated and you both just start clashing and the security becomes loud. This is where people go, wait, you're not who I thought you were. No, they are exactly who they are. You just weren't seeing it clearly in stage 1. In stage 2, little things become big things. Communication becomes emotional and people start fighting for control. This is the power struggle, and the power struggle is not about did you wash the dishes? It's not about why are you liking that photo? It's not about who texted who first. It's about fear. Fear, abandonment wounds, self-worth wounds, and nervous system patterns. Stage 2 exposes your attachment styles. This is where attachment starts chasing and avoidance attachment starts running. So anxious attachment styles start to chase, and then the avoidant attachment style starts to run. And both people keep hurting each other without understanding why. And here's where most people never get love. They hit stage 2, and instead of healing, they leave. They're like, okay, I'm done. They leave. Then they go meet someone new and repeat stage 1. New name, new face, same cycles all over again. Because stage 2 isn't a relationship problem. It's often an inner work problem. It's in here. Stage 2 is where love asks, are you emotionally mature? Can you communicate without punishment? Can you stay present when you feel unsafe? This is where love becomes an initiation. And if you're a stage 2, you may notice that you're probably constantly overthinking, what are they doing, all of these things. Jealousy starts arising. You're like, who is that person? Jealousy just arises. Withdrawals start to happen. And these whole tests, needing to test a person, giving the other person the silent treatment, needing reassurance constantly, observing, obsession with being chosen. This is where people start to self-sabotage and self-abandon themselves. And when both parties self-abandon themselves, the relationship becomes survival. Stage 3, the stage of real love. Stage 3 is where the relationship gets real and raw. It's adaptation and acceptance. This is where you realize this person might never change in the ways that my ego wants. And now, love starts to ask, can I love them anyways? Can we build with our differences? This stage is on dopamine. This stage is discipline. Stage 3 requires emotional maturity, not I'm right, you're wrong, prove that you love me. But this stage requires and shows compassion. It shows repair, emotional regulation. This stage is where you stop trying to win and you start trying to understand each other. This stage is where both people must surrender their ego. Most people tap out here because it gets so real and raw and juicy and great. They miss the butterflies, but butterflies do not mean love. Sometimes butterflies mean anxiety. Stage 3 is where you become safe. And stage 4 is commitment versus convenience. Stage 4 is not convenience, not conditions. Commitment is I choose you. I choose you even when things get hard, because we're building something together. This is where trust becomes so strong. Intimacy becomes so deep and beautiful. This relationship becomes a foundation. This is a stage where love becomes a future, a vision, and a home. Stage 4 is where people stop running from discomfort. They start repairing. They start leading. And I love these stages. I wish people can experience this more often. Stage 5. Stage 5 is oneness. 2 people, 1 frequency. Not codependency, not obsession, not losing yourself. It's emotional safety. It is spiritual alignment. Intimacy that heals you. Love that just expands your identity. Stage 5 is where you don't just love each other, you understand each other better than you understand yourself. And this is so rare. Stage 5, it's beautiful. Stage 5 doesn't come with chasing butterflies. It comes from walking through the fire together, walking through the valley of shadows together, holding hands, surrounded by a protection love bubble. Stage 5 is where something incredible happens. It's a stage where opportunities start unlocking, not because you chase them, not because you force them, but because you both did the inner work and met each other in alignment. This is divine union, and honestly, this is a stage a lot of people misunderstand. They think it's boring because there's no chaos. There's no emotional roller coaster, no adrenaline. But what they don't realize is that this is a stage where abundance walks with you. This is the stage where life starts opening doors you didn't even know existed. Business expansion, money flows differently, ideas just land, connections just appear out of nowhere, dreams start to materialize. It feels like one of the most amazing moments where a golden palace door opens on its own. That's what alignment feels like. And I see this every day in my own relationship. Levels of life we never imagined just unlock. Not because we're special, not because we healed first. Stage 5 is magic. It's a mastery. It's 2 regulated people, 2 healed inner children, 2 people choosing growth over ego. And that's why inner work comes first. Because without it, you don't reach step 5. You keep repeating stage 2, stage 1 over and over again. So let me ask you, what stage are you in right now? And most importantly, what stage do you keep repeating? Because sometimes the relationship is not the lesson. You are. Love doesn't just reveal the other person, it reveals you. And if you want to become the woman who experiences divine love, not chaotic love, not survival love, not anxious love, but feels safe, soft, protected, nurtured, consistent love, this is the inner work we do inside my coaching. You can book a coaching call at www.carolinacarranza.com or check out my inner work courses. I recommend starting with Reclaiming Your Sacred Power course, where we dive into inner work, shadow work, activating your juicy feminine energy. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this channel is going to change your life, because we're not here to chase chaos. We're here to become love. And thank you for sharing your energy with me today. Thank you for sharing your time. I will see you next time.